Have you ever pondered what happens when friendship intertwines with unrequited love? Let's dive into a tale where the bond of friendship is tested by the unyielding tide of love. Our story revolves around two best friends, inseparable since childhood. They were the kind of friends who knew each other's deepest secrets, the kind of friends who shared countless laughs over silly jokes, the kind of friends who stood by each other's side through the roller coaster of life. Their bond was like a well-woven tapestry, each thread representing a shared memory, a shared experience, a shared moment that made their friendship strong and beautiful. They were two halves of a whole, incomplete without one another. They would spend long summer days exploring the world around them, their curious eyes wide with wonder. They'd chase the setting sun, their laughter echoing through the quiet evening, painting the world with their shared joy. During winter, they'd huddle together, sharing tales of fantasy and adventure, their breath fogging up the window as they watched the snowflakes dance in the cold air. When one felt down, the other was there, a beacon of hope in the darkest of times. They were each other's cheerleaders, each other's confidants, each other's best friends. They shared a bond that was pure, innocent, and free from the complexities of life. They had an unspoken promise, a pact of friendship that they would always be there for each other, come what may. They believed in their bond, in the strength of their friendship, in the magic of their shared moments. They were a perfect duo, their friendship a symphony that played the most beautiful melody. Everything seemed perfect, like a well-written novel with a happy ending. But then, as it often does, love entered the picture. It crept in silently, like a thief in the night, changing the dynamics of their friendship. It was a love that was pure and innocent, yet it was unreciprocated. It was a love that threatened to unravel their bond, to shatter their perfect symphony. Everything seemed perfect, until love entered the equation. When does the line between friendship and love blur? It's a question we've all asked ourselves at some point. It's an invisible boundary, often crossed unknowingly, until you find yourself standing on the other side, looking at your friend through a different lens. Let's delve into the journey of our friend who began to notice a shift in their feelings. It started subtly, almost imperceptibly. Their friend's laugh, once just a joyful sound, now held a melody that made their heart dance. They found themselves seeking out that laughter, craving it like a sweet melody. The longing looks began to creep in, disguised as casual glances. The moments their eyes locked would feel like eternity, making their heart race with a newfound intensity. Their friend's presence became more than just comforting. It became a necessity, a beacon of light in their day. The secret wishes started to form, nestled in the corners of their heart. They'd catch themselves daydreaming about shared smiles, intertwined fingers, and whispered words of love. They'd find themselves wishing on shooting stars, birthday candles, and 11:11 for their friend to see them, not just as a friend, but as something more. Yet within this bloom of love, there was a storm of emotions. Elation at the thought of their friend becoming their lover, fear of rejection, anxiety about potentially ruining the friendship, and confusion over how they got here in the first place. It's a whirlwind of feelings that can leave one feeling both exhilarated and terrified. This is the delicate dance between friendship and love, a ballet of emotions that is as beautiful as it is complicated. It's a journey that's equally filled with sweet dreams and sleepless nights. It's a path that's lined with roses and thorns, offering both the promise of love and the risk of heartbreak. But alas, love is not always a two-way street. What happens when the love you feel is not mirrored back at you? Unrequited love, a pain as old as time itself. It's the silent sob in the night, the ache in your heart when you see them smile at someone else. It's a tale as old as time, yet each story, each tear, is as unique as the individual caught in its grip. Imagine our friend, their heart brimming with affection, bristling with hopes, dreams, and the sweet whispers of love. Yet the object of their affection remains blissfully unaware, their gaze directed elsewhere, their heart beating for someone else. This is the cruel twist of unrequited love, a dance where only one partner hears the music. The agony of unrequited love is not just in the longing, it's in the silence, the solitude. It's in the quiet moments when our friend is alone, their thoughts swirling around the what-ifs and if-onlys. It's in the constant tug-of-war between hope and despair, the roller coaster of emotions that never seems to end. It's the gut-wrenching realization that the person they love, the person they've placed on a pedestal, we'll never feel the same way about them. It's the constant battle between the heart that wants what it wants and the mind that understands the harsh reality. The sleepless nights, the tear-streaked pillows, the silent screams, all bear testimony to the pain of unrequited love. Yet, amidst the heartache, there's a certain beauty in unrequited love. It's about loving without expecting anything in return. It's about the courage to feel so deeply, to care so passionately, despite knowing that their love might never be reciprocated. It's about the strength to keep going, to keep loving, even when the road ahead seems bleak. But the pain of unrequited love also forces one to confront raw, uncomfortable truths. It's a journey of self-discovery, of understanding one's worth, of learning to love oneself even when it seems like no one else does. It's about finding the courage to let go, to move on, to heal. And thus, a decision had to be made. What do you do when the person you can't live without can live without you? In the intricate dance of life, there comes a time when the music changes, and we must decide whether to keep dancing or to step off the floor. For our friend, this moment arrived like a cold winter's dawn, stark and inevitable. The decision was painful, yet necessary. To heal, to mend the broken pieces, they chose to distance themselves. There was no anger, no bitterness, only a profound sadness. Like a leaf torn from its tree, they felt the raw sting of separation. But just as the leaf must fall for the tree to bloom anew, they understood that this parting was essential for their growth, their healing. The goodbye was a symphony of tears and silent promises. Each tear was a memory, a smile, a shared secret, a moment of laughter. Each tear was a testament to a bond that was deeply cherished but could no longer be sustained. It was not a goodbye of finality, but rather a farewell to what once was, a tribute to a friendship that had painted their life with vibrant hues of joy and camaraderie. They say that the most profound losses are the ones that leave us hollow, the ones that carve out a space within us. This was one such loss. It was not just a friend they were leaving behind, but a part of themselves. The part that laughed a little louder, smiled a little brighter, and lived a little fuller. Yet amid the despair, there was a glimmer of hope. Hope that the pain would lessen with time, that the void would be filled with new experiences, new friendships, new love. Hope that they would emerge stronger, wiser, and more resilient from this crucible of love and loss. So with a heavy heart they walked away, each step echoing with the pain of separation, but also resonating with the courage of moving forward. They walked away from the comfort of familiarity, from the warmth of shared moments, from the laughter and the tears, from the love and the despair. With a heavy heart they walked away, leaving behind a friendship that once was. What remains when love leaves a friendship in ruins? In the wake of heartbreak, we are left with the remnants of a bond once unbreakable. The aftermath of a friend's departure can feel like a never-ending storm, clouding our days with sorrow and longing. Yet it's in these moments of despair that we find our strength, our resilience. Healing is not an overnight process. It's a journey that takes us through different stages of grief and acceptance, from denial to anger, bargaining to depression, and finally to acceptance. Each stage is a stepping stone towards healing. Remember, it's okay to feel these emotions. They are a testament to the depth of the love that once was. In the midst of this healing process, we start to understand the true nature of love and friendship. We learn that love, in its purest form, is wanting the best for someone, even if it means letting them go. We learn that friendship is not a one-way street, but a mutual exchange of love, respect, and understanding. And sometimes we learn that the hardest, yet the bravest thing we can do is to love someone from a distance. But perhaps the most important lesson we learn is about self-love. In the aftermath of heartbreak, we are forced to confront our own worth. We learn to love ourselves, not for someone else, but for our own sake. We discover that our value is not defined by the love we receive from others, but by the love we have for ourselves. We learn to pick up the pieces and build ourselves back up, stronger and wiser than before. We learn to embrace our scars, not as reminders of our pain, but as symbols of our growth. In the end, we realize that love and friendship are beautiful, but they are not everything. We are complete just as we are enough just as we are, and most importantly, we are deserving of love just as we are. In the end, the most crucial love is the love we have for ourselves. Did you find some truth in our tale? Did it resonate with your own experiences of love and friendship? We hope that our stories bring you comfort, make you feel understood, and provide guidance through the complexities of life. We strive to create content that speaks to you, that touches your heart, and that makes you feel a little less alone in this vast world. If you enjoyed this video, and if you'd like to journey with us through more tales of love, friendship, and life, we encourage you to subscribe to our channel. Your support means the world to us. It allows us to keep sharing these stories, to keep fostering this community of empathy and understanding. So, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you for watching, for sharing, and for being a part of this journey. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more tales that reflect the myriad hues of the human heart.